Melania Trump came out and said she's about as pro-choice as they come. And that's her personal position. She doesn't think the state has any position to interfere with a woman's right to choose. And here was the reaction on The View. Watch.
I think she hates him.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, so we can all agree on that. That's a given. I also think that she wants to take him out. She does not want to be the first lady anymore.
They agree with you.
She doesn't want to be the first lady. She destroyed the Rose Garden. Who hates Christmas? Melania Trump hates Christmas. She doesn't want to decorate for Christmas. She doesn't want anything to do with him. She doesn't want to sleep in the same room with him. She can't tolerate him.
Would you look? This is a network that still runs out fact checks to these women, like it's concerned about them staying factual. She hates Trump. She doesn't want to be near him. She doesn't want to be president again. She destroyed the Rose Garden, and she hates Christmas. That is what passes for news on a network they did a presidential debate on. Thoughts?
I think there's a simpler explanation, which is that for as long as abortion has been a major national issue, every single first lady, including every single Republican first lady, has supported abortion. I think that's a sad fact. I think it's a strange fact of history, but I think that's a simpler answer than whatever The View is saying, that Melania is playing 7D chess and doesn't want to have to decorate the White House Christmas tree, so she's going to release this memoir. I mean, there are competing theories here. Obviously, the memoir of a first lady doesn't just accidentally get released, spontaneously or without any expectation. So this was planned for a while. Some people might conclude that this is a strategic choice by the Trump campaign to moderate Trump in a way with plausible deniability on an issue that Democrats have made a lot of hay on over the past couple of years. I suppose that's possible. We also have to remember that Melania Trump is from Slovenia. Slovenia has extremely lax abortion laws. They permit it up till 28 weeks. It's paid for by the government. Minors who get abortions, procure abortions, don't have their parents' permission necessarily. So, she comes from a place where abortion is pretty liberal, though she's a Catholic, so one would expect her to oppose abortion for that reason. But I think there's this simpler explanation, which is that all of the Republican first ladies, going back to Pat Nixon, Betty Ford, Nancy Reagan, Barbara Bush, Laura Bush, and now Melania Trump, have strangely been in favor of abortion. That's an unfortunate fact. I think it's a reminder that the pro-life movement, which is so dominant in the conservative intellectual movement and also in the conservative activist movement, doesn't have quite as much cachet in the elected movement or the elected government part of the conservative movement, and also has an uphill battle among Americans who the American people, the vast majority of the American people, do not agree with the Democrats on abortion. Democrats who are literally advocating for fourth trimester abortion in some cases, post-birth abortion. But also, they don't totally agree with pro-lifers who are coherent, who recognize that if a baby is a baby, then a baby is a baby the whole time. A person's a person no matter how small. And so there is a disconnect between philosophical coherence and even scientific coherence and where people stand on this. And that is not unique to Melania Trump. That is reflected among all the first ladies and unfortunately a lot of Republicans. And so it's incumbent upon the pro-life movement to argue, to persuade, to make the scientific case and the philosophical case, and also to show people the reality of abortion. Many people thought after Roe v. Wade was overruled that the pro-life movement was over. No, I think the work of the pro-life movement in many ways is just beginning.
Yeah, I can see that. Kamala Harris is proposing massive tax hikes right now, an almost 40% top income tax rate, almost 40% on top of what you pay for the state. 7% increase to the corporate tax, a capital gains tax on unrealized gains for some. And then there's the fact that she's proposing to add almost $2 trillion to a current $2 trillion deficit. You might be thinking it's time to make more of your savings tax sheltered and inflation sheltered for that matter. That's why I want to tell you about Birch Gold Group. Birch Gold will assist you in converting an existing IRA or 401k into an IRA in gold. And the best news is you don't pay 1 penny out of pocket. Just text the letters MK to 989898 and get a free info kit on gold. There's no obligation, just information on fortifying your savings before the crazy reality hits. Well, before the crazy really hits. Birch Gold has an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and thousands of happy customers. Just text MK to the number 989898 for your free info kit today. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.